Okay, so before we start, a little bit of information beforehand. I've already seen this episode, okay? But I haven't seen anything else past this, obviously, because for me it hasn't come out yet. But if you've seen this later, I haven't seen any other episodes before this. Uh, I just really want to see this episode again, see it all over again, because I love Shaman King, and I also wanted to make a series out of this after I saw this first episode. So we're just gonna roll with this first episode. But from here on out, I haven't seen any of this, but I have seen the first episode. Also, extra note: I've seen the anime, the 2001 anime, the Shaman King specials thing. I've seen that. That was my childhood. I grew up with that. There was also a little bit of the manga I've seen. I know what the ending is, so um, it's not as blind of a reaction as I feel like people were hoping for. But believe me, in terms of actually how we get there, like the journey, if you haven't seen Shaman King and you're watching the reactions and being like, oh, I want to see people react to Shaman King, trust me, the journey is the ending's amazing, but the journey is so good. So I just don't know exactly, because up to a certain point, I know how we get there because the anime in the first one, they kind of were loyal to it up until like I think after a third of the anime, they were just like, okay, we're gonna make up our own stuff. So up until that point where they decided to just deviate, I know how like where we're going, but I just don't know. And if I'm being honest with you, the best parts are later from like in terms of like content. So I don't actually know the best parts. So um this will be fun. So with that out of the way, we're gonna start in three, two, one. 1985. I like that they kept that because I'm assuming in the manga it's that, but we're in 2021, so it's pretty far away. It's hardcore. So you know what? Room for error? No, we're just gonna kill both. We'll be better off like that. To be fair, considering who we're dealing with, it makes sense. I love the Guardian Spirit, man. The Fire Spirit is so cool. It's like it's Shikigami all over again. Is this Jujutsu Kaisen or Shaman King? What? You know how badass you have to be for your guardian spirit? See, even his mom is freaked out. She's like, I gave birth to this? No. Dude, How is so cheeky. He's so cheeky. This is by far one of the best anime villains I've ever seen. Like, he is so good. Now we get their intro. Shaman. Invoke powers beyond humanity. Whoa. That's a cool. I like. This is cool. The silhouettes. Looks sick. That's one thing I never figured out about the old one is I don't know what the light bird is. Like I don't know what that symbolizes. I'm also gonna have to get used to all the new names. because there's Sova. See, like this, like Ren holding Yo's shoulder, like that feels different because for me in the old one, Ren was like he was less friendly. Like, well, they were still friends, him and Yo, but it's like they weren't. I didn't feel like that. It felt more like a Vegeta cop out. You know what I mean? Like that's what they were playing at. So you never got like that much of intimacy as friends. Also, Amidamaru being orange with the sword, that I love this opening, but yeah, Amidamaru being orange, it feels weird because the slashes are still blue. So I'm like, I don't know if like blue fire would have been cool. Just call back. I don't really care, but Anna looks sick with this animation. Like her eyes are just staring to your soul. All the characters look great. The animation's done really well. 13. See, this surprised me too, because I thought Yo was a little older than 13. But I guess he's 13. See, Manta's like, oh, this is a shortcut, but the fence is closed, so you're really just trespassing. That's the iconic scene. Yo staring out into clouds. Come and join us. Us. Okay. Manta's like, Mina? There's nobody here. Oh, they're all my friends. He's like, they're my friends, but they're bums, so, he'll still call them bums. It's like, see these guys? They're my friends, but they're all bums, so that's a true friend. He doesn't lie. See, this is another thing. We didn't see him meet Amaro like this. Like this was cool. Seeing that Yo had like a proper interaction with Amaro, because in the last one they made it a little more of a surprise. This dude with the open shirt. This guy looks like something out of like Mega Man, like one of the fodder robots. That or like Astro Boy or something. It's just his face. It's got that robot clank look. But I'm glad they kept that because it's so funny. Classic anime. See, that's cartoony. That was in the old one. And I know people said like the old one, like the manga's funnier. I was like, it is? Because it was already funny for me. Manta's such an old anime trope. Like, just look at him. I thought that was always one of the most like interesting like scenes because it shows like Yo is that type of guy. He literally just looked at the clouds for an entire day. That's probably like 6 hours, 8 hours total. Practically slept with his eyes open. Came for training. So who is he meant to train with? Like, out of curiosity, because I know who trains him. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone that hasn't. Like, they're just seeing this for the first time. I know who trains him, but it's like he's not living with anyone, right? At the moment, as far as I can remember. Okay, thanks. See ya. Oh, it's like, wait, that's all he cares about? See, this is what I mean. Look at Manta here. Big head, small dude. Look at that book. That book is huge. Like that's so 90s anime trope. But because of the animation, it's just it throws you off. It's like a modern animation with these old anime traditions or tropes that nowadays are like core of human society in ancient times. It smells fishy. See, we hadn't seen him until episode like three. He's cool. I want to be like him. Every high schooler, or I guess the junior high. It's just every secondary school kid. Dude, I love these guys. We got orange hair beanie dude, orange hoodie beanie dude. We got bald tattoo crow nose dude, and we got Tristan from Yu-Gi-Oh. That dude looks like if Tristan went like fully bald. And we got my man Rio, but it's Ryu here. So this man, for anyone that's watching this for the first time and have no knowledge, this guy is the one of the best parts of Shaman King. And anime in general, he's so good. Ball boy. I like they kept this old traditional art style for it. It's cool. Because keep in mind, this was here, like that was our first representation of a Midamaru before we actually saw the spirit in the last anime. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of interesting that they showed it. So, can somebody tell me how a dude with a wooden sword chops a tombstone, a stone tombstone, in half? That doesn't really make sense. You know how muscular you have to be to do that? Like, you have better luck with, I don't know, a pipe. I don't know. Damn, look at how he's posed. That, that position is so unflattering. If he's gonna get beaten up, he should have stood up. This guy again. I, dude, I feel bad for Mate. He actually did get beaten up, like pretty badly. Oh, so now you want to say they exist? Hmm. Okay. There are no bad guys amongst those who can see ghosts. So if you're watching, like, if this is the first time you're experiencing Shaman King, I can understand that feeling a little foolish. Because it kind of is. It's like, just because someone can see ghosts, they're a good person. Like, but it makes sense thematically once you get to watch it more and more. But it is a little bit of a foolish mantra at the beginning. But it's relates to the point of the show. See, I like Yo in this version because he's so much more like switched on, like in the know. I also love this opening card, like the opening card and the mid card. Like the music's great, but Yo in the beginning, like in the last anime, from my interpretation, he was always kind of like, I'm just gonna wing it. But this one, like, he actually made a plan, did all this stuff. And he's a lot more like in your face the way he's doing it here. Paga! See what I mean? Like he's just he doesn't waste time. I love the OST here. It's so good. Yo don't know. See what I mean? Like look how well he cleaved that tombstone. That makes no sense. I could never I can't imagine like anyone doing that with a wooden sword. Dude, this oh this is so cool. This OST is crazy. Woo. Spirit ball mode. There's no resonance in this one. No, spirit unity. Is that what they call it? Not resonance. Shohi Katai. Katai? Still don't know how to pronounce that. I'll get it. I'll get it. Give me time. I'm gonna listen to oh. See, I didn't think that was a river. I thought it was more like a creek. So the fact that those two huge adult males like splashed into it and didn't break any parts of their bodies. The nostalgia, dude. This scene right here is so good. What's with this guy? He's like a totally different person. Fear not, I shall not kill you. Simply your trim. Yo was like, I know what will break your spirit. If I killed you, it'd be too easy. I just ruined your trim for the rest of your life. See, I like that they did this. It makes sense. Like that's why he's always so like out there. Like he's always zoned out. It's because Sakura yo. He's like always spaced out because he leaves room for a soul. Which I don't know if that really works, but sure. Let's make these guys my allies. Or to be Shaman King. Hmm. Every time I hear Nakama now, all I can think is just Luffy, just screaming, Nakama! But here it's sweet. Yeah. What? That makes sense. Mosuke. Mosuke was what they pronounced it before. I guess it's Mosuke, and if you pronounce it naturally. Friends till kids. Friends till kids? That makes no sense. Friends since childhood. There we go. English. I know how to speak it sometimes. Ah, the good old days. And you used to have long white anime hair, samurais. It used to be so flashy back in the day. I've never seen a Minamaru look like that. That's crazy. Hmm, that was fast. Mosuke. Not to be another sword like that. So far. Which means he'd have to die. At least that's how they kind of interpret it. Haru-same. It's a pretty badass name. This is where one of my favorite scenes happens. You would call a demon who killed 1,000 people. 1,000 people. Crazy. Crazy how a sword makes that much of a difference. He was like, I would have been okay if I had the sword. See, this is why Yo is one of my favorite characters in all of anime, because he really understands people. You know what I mean? Like, he gets people. Just look at the way he's executing the situation. There's no hesitation. There's no, like, like, he's just in tune with how people work. Here, Shoi Gatai. Let's find a blacksmith somewhere. I just imagine a random blacksmith. It's like, who are you? 13-year old? Wait, you can't. Wait, what are you doing? No, wait. That's fire. That's hot. Damn. Feelings are what is important. That's an important message. We'll see that later on. Can you imagine? You've been waiting for your homeboy for 600 years, and he's like, he finally gives you the thing he was supposed to give you, and he's like, I'm so embarrassed I can't even see him. Oh, oh, the song is sick. And I like the ending. It's actually really nice. But so we'll just I wanna let the ending play out. I'll let it play out because I'm not gonna have audio on this just because I'm not risking copyright because I have other things for this channel. I don't I don't want to have to go through all that stuff. But overall, oh June, dude, June is when we get there. Oh, dude. Anyways, but that was the episode, which is great. So we'll do this reaction from the rest of the series. Um, Yeah, so that's basically it. Actually, you know what? This is getting distracting, so I will pause. So for anyone that's actually stayed on the video till now, um, subscribe if you want to see more of like the other stuff. I'll still do the reactions even if you don't, obviously. But subscribe if you want to see like the skits and other stuff I'll do on the channel. And comment of anything Shaman King related to this, because normally I'd say like if you dislike the video, comment. But it's like I mean, this is more of just a chill, relaxed session of just if you enjoy Shaman King or if you're new to Shaman King and you're watching this and you just don't know what it's about, I'm hoping I can give you a little bit of like kind of an into know reaction, right? Again, I don't know everything, but I'm someone that loves the series a lot, so I'm hoping I can spread that feeling onwards to everyone else that's watching this. So if you're looking for Shaman King reactions and you want to see somebody that really, really can wholeheartedly enjoy it but knows stuff ahead of time, come here for the next episode. Why not? But yeah, so comment down any like fun stuff. Don't spoil, guys, please. For the love of God, please don't spoil. We're trying to keep it cleansed here. I'll do my best. I won't even mention anything that's coming up. But yeah, so let's see. That's about it. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and take care.